Oh, she's just as beautiful as I remember her. She hasn't aged a day.
She's definitely dead.
Definitely looks dead.
Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin.
It's a ghost! Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay, so walking away does not work. But I do have a new plan. Whether or not this plan will work, we soon shall see.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Yeah. You know what, narrator? I've had enough of your crap. I'm just gonna not talk to you anymore. Well, except after this. And after that. Dang it. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Yep. Oh, no talking.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Don't worry, I have a plan. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
If the narrator says we're doing her a favor, we're probably doing her a favor.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Still not gonna say anything. I'm not talking to you, narrator. We're gonna continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason.
We're gonna be a silent hero.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I don't know about a threat to the world, but she's definitely been a threat to us. Every single time.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Still your nerve and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't think I can kill you, but I have a plan.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay, we're gonna stab and leave. Stab and leave.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
Quick, before it's too late. Slay the princess?
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, this is it, isn't it?
Hopefully.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Probably not.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face.
That's the face of arrogance? It looks like the face of I'm tired of this crap.
But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you.
We did it, guys. That's awesome. We did it. There will be no more looping, no more sadness, no more slaying the princess. My plan worked.
Why do I feel like we've done something terrible?
We probably did.
You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Wait a second. Why don't you feel bad, narrator?
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Yep, just stab and leave. Leave the cabin.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
I knew I couldn't trust you.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I'd get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward.
Oh, no. It's okay. I have a plan.
This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
This is what's best for everyone. I will trust you.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Somehow I doubt that.
Psst. Hey. We're not just going to stay here forever, right?
No, hero. We are happy. We are happy to listen to the narrator. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
We are so happy to be alone in the cabin forever.
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Yay, we got the happy ending. We did it! You saved
You
everyone!
have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Wait, what now? Dang it. I was trying to get rid of us to save her. It didn't work. Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
It's okay. I trust you.
The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
Oh, shut up. Stop bothering us. We have a plan.
He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
This is what you call wonderful? Are you okay, narrator?
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Wouldn't we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it.
I am smart. Nothing gets past me.
In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever. I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Yep, I'm gonna trust you, hero.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
I don't know, I'm not happy right now. So I think I can trust him more than you, narrator. You better be right about this. I'll be pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want.
Okay, I'll hold you to it.
I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Hey, there's no reason to resort to name-calling here.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it.
How long have we been here? From the looks of it, we've been here a while. The princess is just a skeleton now. Oh, narrator. Gonna kick your butt. But wait, he's inside my head. Would it be me kicking my own butt?
You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Nice.
The end. Nice knowing you.
Bye. Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again. Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too.
Thank you, Cold. I was just about to say that, but you said it perfectly.
Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you. And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, we just pressed the reset button. It's fine.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That's a good question. But it's not my problem. That's old me world's problem. Not this one.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left? It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
I like your thinking, Cold. So, we slayed her, and bad things happened. We tried to save her, bad things happened. What if... Oh. I have a new plan.
Just stay focused, will you?
Fine, let's do this. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
What is she gonna say? She's dead.
She won't be a problem.
Proceeding to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odour of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
Well, didn't you say we were in the previous cabin for an unknown amount of time? That's probably why everything's decaying and rotten in here. I mean, the princess herself was just a little skeleton.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
This whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I swear, I'm just gonna click on the mirror just to see if something different happens.
There's definitely a mirror.
Plus, I like to see the other voices' reactions to it.
There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
One of these tries, I'm gonna get it.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Aw man, we've entered the Scooby-Doo mansion. We're gonna go down and unmask the princess, and it's just gonna be Old Man Whitaker, and he would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for us kids.
The room below is silent.
Told you she's dead.
Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Oh, she's just as beautiful as I remember her. She hasn't aged a day.
Okay, she's definitely dead.
Definitely looks dead.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor. Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
It's a ghost.
Ghost!
Oh, goodness. I love this game.
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
I don't know, but she's kind of cute. I think she's kind of adorable. Look at her.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Oh, about that. Yeah, well, I had a plan, but the plan didn't really work. So now I have a new plan. And it's probably not gonna work. But hi! How has the last 4,000 years been?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Stop that, it tickles.
So she has a body, and she's right there. We could probably grab her and kill her again, if we wanted to. We don't even need a blade. She looks fragile enough to me.
But she's a ghost. How are we supposed to stab or grab a ghost? Wait to see how things play out?
I see you don't have that annoying knife anymore. So, does that mean you regret what you've done? Are you here to apologize and make nice? Beg for absolution, maybe?
Well, I am here to apologize.
Because I might be interested in seeing a little begging.
I died too, and I'm not floating around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Killer.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are. I've tried to leave on my own. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Ooh, the whispering. Gives me like shivers.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here.
Wait, you have a home?
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Oh. Okay, we're getting somewhere here.
After all,
Whoa!
you own me.
Okay, I did not like that. Can we not do that? Can you go back? Can you go back, please? I do not like this.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
I think so.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it?
Wait, that's a good question. Wait, could she see you or would she hear you?
Now isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Then that means we're gonna love how this plays out. This will be just temporary, right? You'll leave once you're out of the cabin?
If I'm able to. But for all we know, that's not how it works. Maybe I'll wind up stuck with you for a long time.
Well, I mean, that's fine with me as long as you can put up with the other voices and the constant music playlist that's going on in my brain at all times. More than welcome.
Don't much like the sound of that. It's crowded enough in here as is. It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body.
Wait, does that mean we become the cabin?
That is a very dangerous train of thought.
If I let you in, do I still get to be in control?
Sure, why not?
It doesn't sound very convincing, but I'm still gonna trust you.
That doesn't sound very reassuring. I can't believe you're even entertaining her right now. I mean, just look at her. Do you think she has good intentions for her murderer's body? Of course she doesn't.
Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you'd end the world?
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
I'm sorry. Put me in the corner of shame.
Shame.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
I'm not cold. I'm just dumb. Just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told.
Oh, cut it out. You don't need to be so pathetic.
Never mind. I don't think I want to see you beg. That's just sad. I shouldn't feel sad about my murderer.
What are you gonna do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt.
Maybe you'll find someone else to haunt? That don't sound that bad.
Maybe I'll haunt you.
Oh. Are you gonna help me pay rent and do some dishes and clean up every once in a while? Then I'm fine. I'm fine with that.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when someone is dead.
Oh, okay. Well, if you do decide to haunt me, please don't do that face.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Nah. And if you do, you got your life really together. I'm not one of them. Return and leave it at that. I'm sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
Okay.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
I understand that, but it's part of the plan.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
See, we gotta listen to Hero. Hero seems to know what's up.
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it? No. So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me. All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
If you can go through walls, can't you just leave on your own?
I wish that's how it worked, but this place won't let me go.
After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say teleported? I wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it?
Oh, definitely has.
She doesn't mean it.
Dang it.
It serves you right. I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest.
And I'm sorry.
It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
Okay, team, I'm out of ideas. Thoughts?
We could always try violence. It's worked for us so far.
Nah.
She's a ghost.
Yeah.
Who says ghosts are immune to violence?
I mean, she's a ghost. What are we gonna do?
Common sense?
Exactly.
There's nothing common or sensible about common sense. Action and observation are the only things that matter. Fine, then let me observe that the acts of killing her and killing ourselves haven't got us much of anywhere. We're still back in this cabin, we're still dealing with her, only now she has a good reason to hate us.
Yes. 100% hero.
I suppose you have a point. Do you have any ideas then? I don't know. Maybe we do what she wants. Maybe we let her possess us and walk out of here.
That's what I was thinking.
We could. It would be something different. I like different.
Different's good.
Absolutely not. If you walk her out of here, she's going to end the world.
Oh my gosh, narrator, shut up.
And is that really so bad? Yes, it is by its very definition bad. But those are the only options, aren't they? Violence or doing what she wants. Or just leaving her down here. Though ignoring a problem is rarely a solution, is it?
I'm with Colden, hero. Let's do it. Okay, I've given it enough thought. Let's get you out of here. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Oh gosh. But I didn't even think about what if we're not strong enough of a vessel to contain her? We're gonna explode.
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
Hehe.
See you soon.
Oh, we're dead.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
There's no going back now.
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Oh, we died. Gosh dang it.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
She can hear him.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor, are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Oh.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice? I'm me, is what I am.
Oh no, they're becoming conscious. They're becoming aware of themselves.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No. Sometimes they commit mutiny as well.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Oh, the plot thickens.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, we're her. She is us.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
She's just another voice.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
I mean, that's just me in a nutshell.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Aw, thank you, princess.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
Alright, princess, the plan is we're gonna leave the place. I can't think straight. There's too much noise.
It's okay. We're almost out of here. Just take it one step at a time and everything will be fine.
Everything won't be fine if you listen to her.
Hero, mommy and daddy are fighting.
One way or another, this is all going to end. Wouldn't it be nice if he ends with it?
Oh.
Wouldn't that be nice? There's only one way to find out.
Teamwork. Leave the basement.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world?
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world.
You guys are starting to confuse me.
Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn? Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door.
We're almost there. We can do it.
For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Hopefully.
Not at all.
Oh.
I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Oh gosh, we are gonna explode. Trudge forward.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here,
I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Great!
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle, but you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will.
Oh, if you guys commit another mutiny, I'm gonna kick my own butt.
Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Oh, he's gone.
Yes?
Uh-oh. That's a good thing, right? I hope.
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Okay, it's a bad thing.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose.
Yay! We got the good ending. We slayed the narrator. Yippee!
But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world? We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Okay. Did we do it? You feel lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare up at you.
I'm out. You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
We did it! We took the princess and we just put her somewhere else!
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
No, she just returned to where she's supposed to be.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. You don't need to comfort him.
I'll see you on the other side. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me, hero.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
I just want to make you happy! Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant? I am an unbroken pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression. I am different, but I am the same.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions.
I mean, I'm sorry. I can kind of relate there. Again, I apologize.
The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
Oh my gosh, why was that so loud? She's just booming in my ears. What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection. Perspectives meld together, and the breadth of my experience stretches to new corners. There are contradictions, conflicts in my nature, and there are familiarities that bind everything together. It feels correct. This is what I need to be. This is the only path forward.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be, and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream of a life she could never have, but that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for a yearning heart.
Oh my gosh, your thoughts are booming in my brain, but thank you for your insight.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me.
Oh. Okay, so we're learning.
The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
How many more vessels do I need to bring you?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective.
Okay, gotcha. More vessels it is.
You will have your rest in due time, and I am sorry for the burdens I place on you.
Oh, I can pick to destroy my body. What does that do? Alright, we're gonna do it. Destroy your body. You raise your will to end your life, but as it buries into the space your body should be, you feel nothing at all. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face. Why do you have to be so adorable?
There's nowhere for you to be but here.
Alright, I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh, I like that one. The Spectre was so adorable. I love her. I've loved every single princess, but I loved her too. She was so cute and sweet. I just try to help her. But we have a plan now. We have a game plan. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try and take the princess and just try to get her out of the cabin. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna just try to get her out of the cabin, no matter what. I want to thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Bye!